and chino shorts. So like this isn't like everyone in the gang dresses this way. I'm thinking like I'm aligning with Saints Row. Like this is like you met at fucking like frat rush, right? Like you're the people that supply.
Oh my god, that's great.
Supply. You know what? Maybe this is how you met. Like, not necessarily that you have to dress this way, but met at a
gang origin
meet and greet. Yeah. Or this is like yeah, like to provide some.
Wait. Where does cosplay fit in?
I don't think it does.
It might fit under weeb, but I don't think it quite does. Wow. Oh wait, so luchadors wouldn't actually be SmackDown meet and greet. It would be AXSESS. I'm dead
access.
serious. That's how they spell access.
Access, yeah, access.
Wait, what is it?
It would be WWE AXX.
Is that a trademark?
CCESS, yes.
Okay, then so I can't use it actually.
Yeah, you can use it there for right now because I've also done the same thing, and then I'll put it in like square brackets to remind myself I need to like replace this later.
Let's say personality.
They also do have wrestling conventions.
Yeah. I think like it's just like this is the kind of people that you are, because this is a direct hallmark to like the luchadores in Saints Row the Third, or fan memorabilia. I'm probably butchering that word. Yeah, I'm missing a vowel for sure. Okay. Let's say no, let's just say you met at a card gaming tournament.
Oh, yeah, hipster would probably be needed a coffee shop.
Yeah. So let's say plaid. What else is like?
Oh my gosh, you could do so much. You could do so much world building just with like the names of things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Like the card gaming tournament could be like tap 0 or tap number.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're planning on having like a default like setting the way Blades does, right?
Unsure. I'm not sure. I was gonna go with that originally. Plaid tight pants. Okay, plaid, skinny jeans, and plugs.
I think it's like maybe instead of plaid button downs.
Yeah.
So like button downs, like vintage glasses. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Vintage glasses and oversized plugs.
Yeah, I don't think plugs is essential to hipster, so I want to kind of keep it like a couple things, like 2 to 3 things. So this is like, what would this be like?
So maybe instead of plugs, it would just be like on-trend haircuts.
Hello. Kawaii branded shirts? I don't know.
For weeb?
Sailor Fuku? Yeah.
Oh.
Your entire gang just dresses in Sailor Fuku.
I'm
sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry, Comedian Crow. I
don't know how to describe it, but like off-color hair.
Yeah. Like
natural hair colors. Well, I mean, what you're trying to get at is basically like you look like an anime protagonist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for better or for worse.
There. You met at an anime convention. This is like
Yeah,
this is
I
not
wouldn't say a
prescriptive.
cosplay.
Yeah, like I don't think this is this isn't prescriptive, I think, of like where you actually met. It's like this is the kind of people you are. This actually isn't my super secret project. This is my very public project. I have multiple. Oh, yeah, cosplay event. I like that better. That's more generic.
I don't know.
Cosplay or anime event. There.
Okay, that.
Yeah, I think if you
That
leave
works
it the way
better.
that works. Yeah.
Met at an open mic night.
Wait, for which one? Scene?
Yeah, street. I don't know. You met behind a 7-Eleven. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not sure
you met in
about.
the Waffle House parking lot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, it's like, where did people, no, you know what? You
Well,
met
I
up
mean,
in your
the
friend's
obvious thing is
driveway
a
when you all
basement
drove your
party.
cars up there.
I
That's
was
what,
gonna say a basement party.
yeah. You met
You met on the stoop.
parking lot when checking out each other's rides. Because unfortunately,
Okay,
like, I
so
don't want to
for
be... What?
For what you're going for street is closer to like the early Fast and the Furious movies,
Yeah,
less in like
rap.
because I actually do like that more.
What, this?
Yeah, like street is literally like fucking street racing.
Yeah,
Maybe that's actually your whole thing.
yeah,
Like you actually do the first Fast and Furious movie as a gang.
yeah. Here, you know what? Here, Josh. If I don't have a fucking credit page. Credit to Josh, last name, for the idea.
I mean,
My-
Fast and the Furious are heist movies, right?
The first like 3, I think, are heist
I
movies,
haven't
and
seen
then
any
it
of the
starts getting really off the rails.
I haven't seen any of the more recent stuff. Only like the early stuff.
Wait, Josh, last name?
Yeah, that's my GM. No, you absolutely should give credit because you were the one that started this whole idea. He mentioned, like, somehow we got on the topic of Saints Row as a move or something, or rolling plus swag. That was the whole thing, and it just blew out of proportion from there.
Golden high tops? No,
Shiny jewelry. Maybe?
fresh high tops.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy, high
Like
tops.
not a speck of like the rest of you can be like dirty. You could be total grease monkey, like covered in grease, but your high tops will always be clean.
I
Yeah.
didn't know high tops were still
Yeah.
made.
That's actually, that reminds me, like, all the kids in middle school would, like, they would have, like, the best Nikes that they could afford and take, like, tissues. They'd go up, be like, can I go get some tissues? And the teacher would be like, yeah. And they would take it and slowly clean their shoes, like, in class.
I mean, I did do that. I won't say that I didn't do that, but I did for a little while. I always did it like at home because my family, like, we had because my grandmother worked in a hospital, we had like the things to keep your shoes white, like the little like paint eraser
nice.
thing. So yeah, I had one of those, or I had access to one of those. But then I was like, wait, but they look really cool when they're like grungy and a little beat up. Oh, I gotta make a choice. Also, I am so not reading Monster Hearts at this point. I'm on page 9. I've made it to page 9.
Well, that's an accomplishment.
That's kind of what happened to me the last time I said I was going to read an RPG book. Yeah, I'm going to read this because I'm going to run it or something.
Okay. So, like, the other thing is, like, I don't know. I didn't mean for street to, like, be literally street, but I just, like, I don't
I
know.
honestly really like it because it's not.
It's
Well,
so
one, it doesn't
hard.
have some of the connotations that,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, exactly. That's, like...
Street makes it. Oh, you might also want to put a connecty thingy that I can't think of a word for. Touchstone with each of those. Like for luchadores, like
Oh, like an example of...
just a touchstone, like a real world touchstone that people know.
That one's gonna be hard, because this is, like, my touchstone is, like, the Luchadores and Saints Row the Third, but that's not gonna be...
Well, I mean, a real world touchstone would be like Lucha Underground.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that you know more about this than me. Yeah, like, the problem with Street, like, I love Saints Row a lot, but, like, I think it makes sense, and GTA is, like, a whole nother thing that, like, I haven't touched with a 10-foot pole my entire life, to be honest. Like, I've watched other people play it, but I'm not interested in it at all. But, like, Saints Row, like, kind of has to lean, especially because of where it started out, kind of has to lean into a lot of the tropes surrounding, like, gangs and gang violence. It's not that I want to stay away from that. I think, like, there should be room for people to play those kind of stories if they want to. But I'm also conscientious of the fact that I'm a white person, and I feel like most of the people that would be playing this game, or that play tabletop RPGs in general, are white people. And, like, it's really easy for white people to fall into, like, shitty ideas of what a gang is. So, like,
Well,
just...
don't worry. I got some people that will be perfectly willing to play test this.
Yeah, and, like, I'm more than happy to, like, compensate people for helping me out, like, for reading over the material and being like, this is... No, you can't do this. Like, I'm actually, like, totally willing to do that once this gets to the point of, like, like, getting ready for making it play testable. Yeah, so we're play testing this when it's feature complete, or nearly there.
So, a thing for Street. I think what you were going for with flat berm caps was actually just snapbacks.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was a brand name, or, like, a branded thing, is why
I think technically it is, but they either didn't really copyright it and it was just a thing that everyone associated, or it's fallen out of copyright at this point.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I can do that then. But yeah, like, I definitely... Like, I think you can definitely, like, you know, if you want to play, like, a stereotypical gang with all of the things... Because also, like, my problem with that also is, like, we're not really delving into, like, what gang violence... Like, this is assuming that gang violence is wacky and cool, and not that it's, like, you know, like, a serious part of society. So I also don't want to, like, I don't know, trivialize it, if that makes any sense. So I'm definitely kind of, like, trying to keep that in mind.
Just so you know, Misbehavin' literally started off as, what if I took Teen Wolf and just all the characters and shit from it and put it in Boardwalk Empire. That's how it started.
Gotcha.
And then it evolved into, well, now I have a platform to say a thing, so I might as well say it.
Yeah.
Or critique a thing, rather. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I did do a Google search really quick. The only people that might have copywritten it are Lids, and technically they don't have, like, a copyright on the word snapback. It's just a style of hat.
Yeah, that's what Contra Domini is saying too. But I just wanted to be... At least the last thing I want to do is have something branded like, all of this is gonna go.
You just like look up and all of a sudden you're getting a C&D from Disney. You don't know
Yeah.
why it's from Disney,
I
but
don't
seeing as Disney controls like everything.